Hi there, everybody. Welcome back. Had some slight technical difficulties, but thanks to Bailey's quick work, we're back on air. I
Where
do
are we?
believe, we're all in different places, but Latia, you want to steal it away for a second?
Yeah, hold on. Let's let Josh do his introduction again because I don't know if he got all the way through it.
Hello, my name is Josh. Consider me introduced.
By order of Mackenzie, I am obligated to say the subclass of my ranger. I am a Mangangaya ranger. Because the word is fun. I have to say the word. And that was all I wanted to say.
It's very important.
And according to web caption, you are a Mongolia ranger. So
next time you're in Mongolia looking for a good time.
Right?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, boy. All right, let's do this. Josh, take it away with the sponsors.
Okay, wonderful. Very good. I need just a second to get all my technical pieces together. Hold up.
Oh, Jesus.
Exciting.
It is always exciting. Okay, all right.
Go. I'm not ready, but let's go.
There we go. I'm sticking with the shtick. I have to. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Radio Tampo, the only Twitch.tv smooth jazz radio show this side of the Mississippi. You can slap me on a griddle and fry up some flapjacks, because I'm DJ Butter, here to add flavor to your life. Before we hop into the show today, I've been told by our legal team that I'm obligated to make a public apology for last week's segment, Pickup Lines That Deal Psychic Damage. Apparently, several listeners complained that it was inappropriate, which I would like to acknowledge. I am sorry for offending your sensibilities and promise that it won't happen again. In other news, I'm introducing a new segment for today. It's called Rebuttals for Rude Dudes and Prudes, as sponsored by Hit Point Press. So, without further ado, let's give these completely hypothetical people who like to yuck other people's yums a quick kick in the pants. Douse them in honey and dip them in ants. Hey, pooper scooper. Nobody asked for your worthless opinion. Now look here, you bottom feeder. You're the type of NPC I'd kill off in the first scene of the first encounter of a brand new D&D campaign, using one of the many incredible new big bads, available now on the Hit Point Press store, like King Blurk, a gelatinous cube mob boss whose opinions I value twice as much as yours. Whoa now, dingus, did you know that every time you speak, a brain cell dies? So, shut your slobbering mouth hole and let someone with half an ounce of expertise teach you a thing or two about not being an abject failure of a human being. Hey, shut the fuck up, Buttercup. Wow, that was the worst take I've ever heard. Gaita would be so disappointed in you, and so would I. The only way to redeem yourself is to use the affiliate link in chat and buy out the Hit Point Press store online. Thank you for joining us, and remember, buy from Hit Point Press or else you'll be Hit Point Pressed. On that note, I'm going to go fire up my panini press. DJ Butter, out.
Shut the fuck up, Buttercup was everything I didn't know I wanted.
I need merch that is DJ Butter with his mic saying "Shut the fuck up, Buttercup."
Shut the fuck up, Buttercup.
It's a done deal. I need to
They're all so like 90s PSAs. Hey kids, you can say these things instead of swearing, and then shut the fuck up, Buttercup, out of fucking left field.
Oh, Jesus.
It was so good. Thank you, Hit Point Press, for allowing this.
Thank you.
Sorry, Hit Point Press, for dealing with this.
Hey, CB, did you have something?
No, not after that.
Oh, okay, cool. Great, good.
I'm just here to thank our friends for being awesome. Our friends at RockPunch for for producing the show. Shout out to those in the back, Bailey, even in Ash and Babs, for helping run the show for us. Check out RockPunch and all the things they do, including our sister show, D4, which is a co-DM, a Dungeons and Dragons games co-DM'd by DMs. That's a weird thing to say, but that's what it is. A really cool place, really cool show that most of us have loved for a good chunk of our time. So check them out. Also check out other shows like Corner of the Macabre and other things that they're doing. You can go on their YouTubes and their Twitters to check out more things that they are doing. Other than that, we want to thank our friends over at Idle Champions for being awesome. You don't see a code, but don't worry, the code is coming soon. We will have that for you shortly, and you'll be able to use that code to get one Electrum chest within the Idle Champions game that you can play across many different platforms, including even your iPhone. I'm sure DJ Butter plays, and he's horrible. DJ Butter also probably has an Orkira and Shaka character already in Idle Champions, and you can too. So again, check out Idle Champions. Thank you for partnering with us and being our friend during this fabulous ride. And that's it. That's it from on my side.
Right. Well, with all of that out of the way, I think it's time to welcome you all back to Tampo.
Woo!
Whoa.
All right. Last we left off, does anybody want to try and do a recap?
See, what had happened was basically we all arrived, well, in different ways. We all found ourselves on in Agusan, which is on the island of Putawanan. And it's a place that's known for mining and all these other things. We met Pilar, whose father sells lots of things, and they even have a water buffalo named Bao Bao. We saw a little golden gnome named I, who came with his family. He also has a little bird familiar thing. And they also ran into someone named Gaita, who they apparently knew, but we weren't sure exactly how they knew. And we found out that Da'ai and Gaita are the parents of two who are now married and potentially have a little one on the way. That's lots of fun, lots of family drama with that. We also met a Umalaga Dragonborn named Manalo, who was looking for someone named Benoy, who was like a pandai or something, someone helping fix stuff, like a blacksmith of sorts. Manalo ran into Pilar's father, who then, was like, hey, it's over there. And Pilar was like, I'll go with him. And Manalo's like, no. And she's like, yeah, I'll do it. And he's like, okay. So they went. And soon after that, Da'ai and Gaita also needed to go see Benoy because Gaita needed, what did you need from Benoy? You needed some stuff.
I was getting a medallion, I think.
A medallion, yes, like a necklace or something. And we all end up going to Benoy's place. And when we get there, we realize some shit's going real wrong. And with some keen sensoriness happening, we smell like blood. And we find out that Benoy got stickity stabbed by somebody in a wooden mask. And we said, nah, #initiative. We started fighting, doing all that jazz. Somebody got the final blow, and I don't remember who it was. It was cool, though.
Natural 20.
Yes, you did. And we realized after we took the mask off that they had no face. They were literally faceless. Creepy, right? The Gaita did find a +1 dagger that she gave to Manalo. Thanks. After that, Pilar did heal him, healed Benoy, and he found out that there was more than one. There was actually 4. And a couple of them got away after they were looking for some oars or some anchors or some stuff. And we realized that they might be looking for the Datu. Pilar was also looking for the Datu for different reasons. We said, "Hey, let's go find the Datu." And we went up the Paikot River and saw more of these masked people fighting and the Datu beating their asses. We stepped in a little bit and we won. And now that's kind of where we ended after that fight. Yeah, that was session 1. I think I said everything that's important, unless y'all got something else to add.
All right.
I think that was a good recap.
Success. Where's my money?
Oh, it's a coming. The midday sun is shining overhead over you all, going through the different top leaves, shining down into this very large river neck nearby. 2 bodies bleed out onto the rocks and onto the water as Datu Makleing stands over most of you.
Can I pull that one body out of the river before it goes too far?
Yes, you can try.
I'd love to try.
Okay. Acrobatics check.
20.
20. You managed to get very easily across the river and have to grab the body before it just kind of continues out into the sea. And you have 2 more bodies. And Datu Makleing is looking at the 4 of you. Pilar,
Hi.
didn't know you were back in town.
Just got back today.
Oh, your father's selling incense.
I know.
Do you?
I do.
Because I don't know who he bought them from, but he seems to be avoiding the question from what I hear.
Well, I haven't had a chance to ask him yet because I'm here.
Right. Well, when you get a moment, maybe ask. But I don't know the 3 of you.
This is Manalo, and this is the I, and this is Gaita. The I and Gaita have family that live in town.
Oh. Here for the festival then?
Sort of.
Kind of.
Sort
a
of.
little bit.
Sort of and kind of a little bit.
You know, like a little bit.
A little bit.
Well, if it wasn't happening, I'd be here anyway, but it is happening, so I am here for it.
Mm-hmm.
I am not here for any festival, but now that I am here, I could attend, yes.
Sure. Pilar,
Yeah.
do you know why these men tried to kill me just now?
No, but where's the third one?
What do you mean third one?
Well, we are here after going to see Benoit, who was attacked by one of these men.
Mm-hmm.
After dealing with that, they have informed me that there were 4 in total, and there's one that we dealt with at Benoit's, and 2 here.
Uh-huh. Pilar, I don't know how to tell you this. I can't disintegrate a body. I can't make one disappear like this. These 2 corpses are the 2 men who tried to kill me. If there's supposed to be one more, they weren't here.
Okay. Then I mean, obviously, there is one person missing.
Right.
I don't know why they tried to kill you.
Right. Stellar.
Really quickly, out of character,
Yes.
Benoit mentioned the Datu. He mentioned the anchors and he mentioned the Datu, but I'm trying to remember in what context. I didn't write that part down.
They asked for the Datu because they wanted the anchors, or they wanted the anchors from him. Let's see.
Benoit had anchors that he had made. They're demanding the anchors and wanted to know where the Datu was.
Okay.
Made anchor, just wanted to know what the Datu was. So they just had a vendetta, or they had something. Okay, cool. Thank you. We are unsure why they wanted to come to you, but they have, and they have been dealt with, but that doesn't mean the other one will not try, or they have a different motive.
Sure. Well, if there's 4 of them, you already up with 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell you what. Find that 4th one. Kill whoever they are. Does 400 gold sound fair for this?
You don't want to, like, talk to them or anything? Just dead?
Dead.
Is there a reason you don't want to speak to them? I
What?
don't mind carrying this out, but that the way you speak, it sounds like it's finite. You have no wish to learn. You just want to get rid of.
Yes, someone who's actively trying to kill me. Yes.
Well, that is true that they tried to kill you. However, that doesn't mean we cannot find out why they wanted to kill you. And if we decide to take them out without an interrogation, we will never learn why they wanted to kill you.
Sure. If you want to find out the exact reasons, by all means, I'm not going to stop you. But they should not see tomorrow. Either way.
Can I, just listening to how he's speaking, is there anything under his words?
He sounds, the way he speaks, the way he's talking, this talk about what to do with someone that he decides should be dead seems like more of a formality. This isn't a thing that he's unaccustomed to.
I guess I'm thinking as a Datu of a place, it just sounds like that's not something a leader would just. That's not the first thing that would come out of their mouth. Kill them versus let's find out more because you're the leader of this place. But okay.
I mean, if you want to find out more, he's right there.
I mean, here in Augustan, it's kind of the thing. On Putawanan, it's kind of the thing. If someone wrongs you, you just right that wrong.
With the wrong, yeah.
Shrug.
I'm gonna kind of just do like a. Can I look at these bodies? Do they look like the same? Did they look like they had the same abilities while we were fighting as well to the one that we had fought back at Benoist?
Definitely not. The first one that the Datu struck down was carrying a knife and had some, and if you look at their hand, they have this symbol kind of like etched into the skin. There's like just a lowered layer of flesh to make room for this marking on their palm.
It's on their palm?
Mm-hmm.
What's the symbol of?
Can you roll me an Arcana check?
That's a 3.
That's a 3. You don't know. Looks weird.
I'll
What kind of looks off about this person is that while they have this very tattered appearance, kind of like the other two you fought, they have this very intricate golden arm wrap around their forearm and bicep.
This is on the same one with the palm thing?
Yeah, with the palm thing.
Okay. I'll try and grab Pilar's attention. Dear, do you know what this symbol is here? And I'll kind of show the palm.
Are you gonna make me make an Arcana check too?
Yes.
No, I don't know what it is.
I don't know. It looks weird.
I don't know. It looks weird.
By any chance, do you have nature or religion? Either of you?
No.
No, the ranger does not have nature.
Cool. That's fine. It's fine. You don't know what this symbol is or means.
What does it look like, though?
It looks a little circular, a little wide. It has some points coming off of it, and will look to be kind of jagged semicircles coming off of it.
Okay.
Gaita will sort of groan under her breath and turn to Dai. Do you know what this is?
Let me look at it. Give me a moment.
What are you all trying to ascertain?
There's this strange symbol here, and I'll show it to everybody.
Manalo just blanks.
No. I'll describe it to Manalo.
Of note, it's a sunken layer of flesh, so Manalo can detect it.
Okay, but he wasn't like touching it or anything, but he just like, what's happening? If they are looking for a thing and hearing Gaita go to the eye, he will reach out to the eye and cast guidance on him.
Okay.
Excellent. What type of check do I need to make on that, DM?
Arcana, nature, or religion?
Why don't we do Arcana?
All right.
No, my D20.
Plus a D4 from guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Plus a who?
Hey.
Hey, we like those. We like those.
I'll remember
folks.
this. I'll remember this.
It could be better, but it is an 11.
An 11? Vaguely, this symbol looks like a crab. Like someone carved out the image of a crab on their palm.
It looks a little bit like a crab.
Strange.
What crabs? They're naturally occurring.
This
Yeah, but
one's
did-
not.
Carve one into your palm.
Oh, sure, that's a bit odd.
Does the one that I pulled from the water have a similar symbol? Like, can I look over the body I pulled from the water?
Yeah. That is the one you pull from the water.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
You want to
All
look
right
at the other
then.
body?
Yeah, let's look at the other body, please.
The other body had a sword and shield. It has more of a muscular build to them.
Okay.
But on their palm, you do see that same symbol.
Okay. I got this one has crab too.
Does that have any significance to anyone? Why a crab? Why not a lobster? Why not a magnificent DM from above? Do starfish exist in Tampo?
Yes.
Why not a starfish?
Do you have arcana, nature, or religion?
Bitch, no. He's just asking out loud. He's asking out loud.
Well, is there any, like significance for the crab? I would. You know what I'll do?
They're tasty.
Do we have a moment? If we have a moment, I could sit down and I could try to recall some information.
From the fact that both these bodies have that same symbol, I will let you roll a religion check to try to reaffirm something about what this might mean.
Temple of the Crab.
Okay. Could
Guide
I
again, if you
also-
are clearly doing stuff to like look.
Do we have a couple of minutes? If we do, I will do something to
I
help me
mean-
remember.
We can use this opportunity to catch our breath. As I place a hand on Manalo and cast Cure Wounds because he's still injured AF.
I
what's your-
surely am.
What's your health point total at right now, Manalo?
6.
Oh,
Yeah, so another Cure Wounds for the eye. I mean for Manalo.
I appreciate.
Max, so you get 11 back.
I appreciate that one. Yay. I feel a little better.
And then while the eye is doing that, I will, because Datu Makla Ing is still standing here looking at us. 400 gold will be fine, I think, right? I look at everybody. 400 gold?
Yes, sure.
Okay,
Fine with
that's
me.
okay.
I'm going to lean down to one of the others. I'm assuming are you doing your stuff next to one of the bodies?
I would say near one of the bodies, probably the one that came out of the river. I'll probably actually be like kneeling and facing the river.
Then the other body, I will lean down and begin to rifle through pockets and things to see what they have.
And through the pockets, you don't really find much. You find a carving knife, just kind of small, used for whittling down wood. You find a few betel nuts. You find a couple of gold pieces.
I find what?
What?
Betel nuts.
Metal nuts?
No,
Betel.
betel nuts.
Okay. First I heard battle nuts, and I was like, what's a battle nut? And can I please use it?
A betel nut is a cultural thing. They're a form of nut found in the region. Typically, you crush them up and you chew on them. It's effectively just a, what's a good way to describe this, Lucia?
It's like a similar pastime to like tobacco chewing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, but it like stains your teeth red and other things.
Okay, then I'm gonna take these battle nuts and put them in my pocket. How much gold was that?
You find like 2 gold in their pocket.
Okay, I'm adding it to my fucking pool. What the fuck? Cool, great. That's it.
Excellent. As Manalo is doing that, you'll all see Da'ai kind of kneel down at the edge of the river next to this one body, and he's going to kind of look up at Hari, who they're going to like make eye contact for a moment, and Da'ai will just whisper a word. It's unheard for everyone else, and then there will be this moment where Hari will actually fly towards Da'ai, and he will kind of open his mouth, and Hari disappears into Da'ai's mouth. And for a brief moment, his eyes begin to glow as I use my Vessel for the Spirits ability. And for the next 10 minutes, Hari and I are sharing my physical form. And that gives me advantage on all my intelligence checks, like this religion check we're about to make. You would say that I'm attempting to recall past information or knowledge of some type, yes?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Remember the D4.
With the D4 added, thank you. So that is going to be 25.
Fuck them up.
25. All right. You start rifling through just any kinds of prior knowledge that you might have just kind of forgotten and locked away, and you start to pull out information that wasn't really there a moment ago. You recall a few years ago, there was quite a catastrophe on your home island of Kandaya, where a bunch of people aligned with Minokawa had tried to take over or destroy the village. You recall that a lot of the people described how some of their arms were carved to have a feather symbol on it to represent kind of to be a physical representation of their attachment to Minokawa. By that logic, this would be a physical connection to a different celestial eater, to Tambano Kano, the crab.
Can you spell that for us?
Sure thing. I'm going to put that in the Twitch chat.
Yes, please.
Tambano Kano.
Spelled it right. I'm proud of myself.
Given that all of them have this kind of thing on them, you're pretty sure that they have some attachment or some connection to Tambano Kano, but you're not really sure the length of it.
There'll be just a brief moment where you hear this kind of loud sigh from Dai as his body will kind of relax, and Hari will fly back out, reappearing, and I will just turn and look.
One last thing, Dai.
Yes.
As you're going through what is even connected to this, you glance, your mind flashes to looking at that person's arm with the gold bands on their right arm, and there are some on the bits of skin you can see underneath it. You saw right before they died these dark vein-like tendrils on the skin, not unlike the dragonborn you've been traveling with.
Okay. Well, I will turn to the rest of the party. I've spoken with the spirits, and I believe that these two, and perhaps the other, may be somehow connected to Tambano Kano, the celestial eater. It is very strange. We've seen something like this once before, for a different, that was a number of years back, but these individuals must somehow be connected to, or perhaps subservient to, Tambano Kano.
For my sake and for the audience sake, what unless it's going into spoiler territory, what would we just know about Tambano Kano if we did know stuff about Tambano Kano?
Tambano Kano is the crab celestial eater. Rather, as opposed to Bakunawa, which hides somewhere depths of the ocean, or Minokawa, who resides outside of the world, Tambano Kano is asleep. Tambano Kano is asleep at the bottom of the seas, and as his story goes, one day he will awaken, step up once, and the entirety of the seas and oceans will kind of lower, thanks to him no longer displacing it. And at his full height, he will devour his mother, the moon.
Okay.
Also, of note, and actually, let me start with a question to you, DM. Do I still see the kind of black tendrils in the veins of these individuals now that I'm no longer?
Not anymore. No.
Okay.
They faded away as the person died.
Okay. But had we seen them while they were alive? Like, do I recall that perhaps? While they were
Very
alive?
briefly, when you stepped up, you saw the Datu slam 2 axes into their chest.
Okay. Just so long as this is a shared experience, right? That we've all seen that, and not
Yeah.
just me. Then I would say And I believe perhaps that impacts these strange tendrils that we saw in the individuals. It looked like they almost had like dark veins or something before they died. I do not know what this means, but perhaps Harvey can look into it.
Think it's a corruption or something that they drew upon, a curse or something?
Perhaps. It would be hard to know for sure.
A note that I'll say out loud. Manalo doesn't know he has anything on his skin.
Figured. Cool.
Can I turn towards the Datu? He's still here.
Yes, he is.
Had you perhaps taken some sort of commission for war vessels lately?
No. I'm not a shipwright. But if you're looking for something that size, we might not be the best place for that.
Trying to figure out why they were coming for you.
Well, could be I'm the Datu of my village. Might be a big one. The other reason might be it's part of the celebration, and dying so close to Kamatayan's festival is seen as an ill omen. But if they're coming after me, I can't really explain why exactly, except maybe this might be a good time to try and get me. Though, he says, looking over the two corpses, didn't seem to do him a whole lot of good.
Clearly, they were not that prepared.
No. Rarely is someone prepared for me.
Well,
That's the truth.
He looks at you, Pilar, and just points. Snaps and points.
Hey.
I hope that the fourth does not learn from their mistakes and you find yourself in an early grave because of your at least perceived ego. This is not a insult. This is a perception, is all.
Sure. Regardless, 400 gold if you can get to him.
Okay.
Before he does any further harm.
So just to clarify, they have the crab symbol on their palms, and then they were wearing serpent-like masks, like snake-like masks. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Before we leave, I'll ask of the Datu. Were these masks that they were wearing any bit familiar to you at all?
None the least, no. Masks aren't part of the celebration for Kamatayan. Masks aren't really a thing here. You might find it in a place like Adlata where they hunt all the time. Or you might find it someplace near Nunasirakna, but here? Nah.
All right.
I think we're good.
All right. Just an awkward silence as we look over bodies.
We all just met. It's all awkward, Datu. It's all awkward.
Well, you've killed 1-2 people? Sounds like the awkwardness should subside soon.
Perhaps.
Either way, welcome to Agusan.
Thank you, and I will bow to him. That is very polite.
Let's head back to Agusan. Let's head back to town proper so that we can either be ambushed by this fourth individual or find them before they cause any more problems.
Should we
Sure.
check on Benoit again?
Yes.
Okay.
He did. I said he did.
The fourth one went back.
You make your way back and across Agusan, heading back across the field, making just a direct beeline towards Benoit. And could I please get either a stealth or perception check from any one of you?
Not both, though?
Not both, one or the other, your choice.
That's concerning.
It is. I'm going to make a stealth check, if that's okay with everybody.
Be my guest.
Okay. I don't know what I'm afraid.
It's
Natural
sometimes
20.
some people like to make a perception or investigation check. This one's either look or hide. And I'm like,
That's a natural 20 for 25.
Natural 20 for 25. As you're passing back through the town, Pilar, you see a familiar couple. As you see them, you kind of reflexively just kind of push everyone back a little into the crowds.
Okay.
You hear two people nearly shouting, arguing over what sounds like whether or not to have alcohol when one of their fathers arrives.
Oh.
And you've heard some disputes before. They're pretty calm, but this one sounds just a little on edge. Do you want to try and listen into it, or you just want to kind of steer your party just further away?
I'm going to try and listen in.
Okay. You hear a man's voice call out, "Look, the last time we saw him, he made a mess of himself. Okay? I don't care how long your mom's been gone. He can get over it through anything else. But that was our time. And he did that. Of course I'm going to keep the alcohol away this time. Regardless, you shouldn't be drinking any anyways. So 2 reasons not to have it. 3, actually. My mom, Mom's been weird. Mom's been weird ever since Dad disappeared, and I don't trust her to not have full control. So no, nothing to drink. Just water. If you really want to have something else, I can get some coconuts before they arrive, but no.
Does the woman say anything?
Her voice is a more stern in response, but it's a little quieter. Can you make me a perception check?
I certainly can. 11.
11. You can't quite make out what she's saying, but you can tell that it's more of not so much like a more demure voice, but it's someone who is getting control of the situation.
Can I hear what's being said since we all got pulled away?
You can make a perception check to try and hear what she's hearing. Yes.
I guess Pilar pulling us away, stopping us hearing yelling. Manalo takes that as something is important. So yeah, he's going to listen in.
Go for it.
Yeah, that's a 23.
23. Can I get another perception check?
Is this something I can prep for?
Yes, because you're trying to hear the entirety of the conversation.
Gotcha. I will cast guidance.
All right.
Heck yeah.
That is math. 21, 24.
24.
Yes.
All right. You hear what Pilar picks up on. But you, because your senses are so finely tuned, you're able to pick up on the continuation of the conversation, despite the fact that the woman's voice is not as loud with her response. And from her, you hear, "Look, I know you're stressed out, okay? But they're trying to be understanding, and if things can go well, maybe things can be just a little less tense going forward. For us and him, okay? Maybe they're just a little better, okay? We just need to stay calm and just get through tonight, just tonight. And then, we're not going to see him for a while again, okay? Dad is traveling, I guess. And you're right, something is up with your mom. But just the one night, okay? And it's not even a whole night, it's just dinner. Okay? And you hear the man's response of just, okay.
Okay. And then Manalo will just, why have we stopped? Just because folks are speaking about them.
You haven't stopped, you're still moving.
I thought Pilar put us to the side.
Like push you further to the crowd so you wouldn't be like spotted.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. He just,
we didn't stop walking.
Understood. And he just says, is dinner important?
I think in this case, yes.
To be clear, did I or Gaita hear any of this? Yes or no?
Can both of you roll me one perception check each?
I believe in you two.
$11?
Nope.
Cool.
Gaita?
7.
Nope.
Good.
And I don't think Pilar is gonna divulge all of that yet.
And Manalo has no reason to.
So yeah, off to Benoist.
Off to Benoist. You continue across the field behind Akusan, and eventually you make your way over to Benoist's workshop. And heading in, you see Benoist alongside Elf, who is just talking over them calmly, as they both just kind of sit very purposely peacefully sitting to make sure that, as far as you can tell, wounds aren't exacerbated. As the four of you enter in, Benoist looks up. Pilar,
Hi.
the three of you, hello.
How are you feeling?
Better. Selim was helping me with, the elf just waves awkwardly.
Do I know Selim?
You don't actually.
Interesting.
Her name is what?
Selim, Silim.
Thank you.
I'm getting so good at this. Thank you,
Rumple
Rumple.
is too.
Rumple is indeed getting the hang of knowing when you're streaming.
So Silim is an elf.
Yes.
What do they look like?
They're kind of that same like elf build, just kind of little tall, little on the slimmer side. They are wrapped up in a few light layers. Can you actually roll me just a straight int check? Because you've been traveling around for a while. You might kind of recognize the cloth.
No.
Actually, yeah, no, you would not know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I rolled a 3. I don't know. Is it pretty cloth? Do I at least recognize
it's very pretty cloth, yes. But you can't place where they're from based on their clothing.
Well, I will introduce myself. Hello. Thank you for sitting with Benoit during his recuperation. I'm Pilar.
They nod.
They don't say anything?
No.
All right, then. Like, there's like a pause before Pilar realizes that they're not going to say anything. And I'm like, all right, fine.
Manala will say, we have dealt with 2 of the 3 that escaped. We still look for the 3rd.
Okay, Benoit says. Thank you for getting them. Did you find my anchors?
Not as of yet, but we assume the 4th might have it.
Well, they stole 3.
Them, correct.
So, if they are going to use them, they might have brought them over to the docks, maybe?
That does seem like a logical choice, yes. We can head there as soon as we can. We just also spoke with the Datu, who, in my humblest opinion, was quite insufficient in their usefulness.
That's just Makli Ing.
Hello?
Yes?
No.
Well, they did not seem...
He's fine. It's fine.
He did not seem what?
like he cared. But if you say that it's just the Datu of this island, then I have no reason not to believe you. I just don't...
No, it's just the Datu of Akusan. Makli Ing's been fighting since they were before the Datu. They're used to people trying to kill them.
And they seem used to having others killed as well. Either way, we will head to the docks as soon as we can.
Benoit leans over to you, Pilar. He does know that Makli Ing is a war leader, right?
No.
Okay.
It's fine.
If anybody's trying to use the anchors, you're going to want to look for a Karakoa. And anything smaller is going to sink the ship outright.
Right, so these are pretty heavy anchors then.
Oh, incredibly.
Okay.
The person who wanted them made wanted them to be made about as heavy as 2 of me.
So that being the case, then was...
I'm about to say, outside of, I mean, with some of the looking, we didn't see any anchors up there, correct?
Where?
Where the 2 died with the Datu.
Yeah, you did not see any anchors.
I didn't think
around
so.
them.
Yeah, that wasn't the docks.
I know that wasn't the docks. So I was just thinking, if they didn't have them, then means the 3rd one does have all 3, and they're really heavy for him to have all 3.
Right, that's what I was about to say. Like,
yeah.
How could one person carry them all if they're about as big as you?
They were bigger than me?
Okay.
Strong.
Well, I mean, yeah. All right, fine.
Or very determined. Sometimes very small people who are very determined can do great things.
You're right.
Yes. Benoit looks kind of befuddled, just.
We just wanted to come back and make sure that you were recuperating.
Slim is helping.
Okay.
Slim waves again.
I waved back.
I was also curious if you had any extra Kamatayan medallions around for sale, possibly.
Benoit looks around, and palm to forehead points over to on the wall near you. Where you see a couple.
How much for one?
Go ahead and take one. It's the least I can say thank you.
Thank you. I'll grab one that I think that Raya would like.
Okay, you pick out a nice one. It seems almost perfectly spherical, not circular on the flat disc, and it seems like someone carved away a lot of the harsher edges. But as you're picking one out, and Pilar, you see this. Manalo, you sense this. Salim signs out. Does anybody need healing?
Oh.
Manalo.
We point at Manalo, both of us.
I realize that our fingers, like, like when somebody gets too close to you, you just feel like that weird like vibe. I can feel that next to me, and I like look down at the gash mark. I would not say no to any healing you may have the ability to do, but I would not force your hand if you do not wish to.
They nod and they stand up and they walk over to you and place a hand on your arm, Manalo, and you get this incredible sensation of just a coolness washing over you as you're healed for 26 points of damage.
Nice.
While that's going on, I'm gonna sidle on over to Benoit and ask, how long has Salim been in town?
About half a year.
Oh.
Well, I believe we should be off either to the docks or if someone else had another place they needed to go. I believe we are now a group of sorts figuring out the situation for the insufficient Atu.
Well, perhaps the docks first. I don't think dinner's for a little while, so we ought to be okay.
And when we are done, I can come back and you can ascertain why my armor seems different.
I can do that.
Thanks, Benoit.
Thank you.
Well, to the docks then.
All right. Anybody have any objections or anything else they want to do?
No, let's fast travel to the docks.
Yeah.
Loading tip screen shows up. There's a 3D model of like just a gun that can like I play way too much Skyrim. You arrive at the docks and there's still just a whole mess of people here. Maybe a few hundred, maybe a few hundreds. You're unsure because there's just more and more people arriving, it seems. Looking at this large mess of a dock area, there's all kinds of ships here, both from people who are from a flotilla, people who are coming in their own individual homes, different sailing vessels, some smaller raiding ships, all kinds of things. What do you do?
Perhaps we look for the biggest boats.
We're also looking for a large person, right?
Or a tall person, yes. Both, perhaps.
Unless they're wide. rather than tall?
I don't know. I didn't see them.
I would like to look for both tall people and wide people.
I will do the same, but I will pick a spot to do that in.
Okay.
I will peer under the crowds to see big boats.
Could I all get perception checks from you three?
Yes.
Guidance.
On yourself?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I'll guide myself.
You have guidance? What?
In that case, I'll just look really hard with my eyes.
23 for me.
23. Okay.
23 also.
13.
13. You would be looking for ships. However, you found that trying to duck and look for ships of a particular size, you find that you spend most of your time dodging knees.
I've chosen a poor choice.
Manalo, how exactly are you on the hunt for?
I'm definitely wading through the crowd, and I am listening. I'm hearing how the deepness of tones, people speaking. I'm listening for the weight of people walking. You can feel how someone stomps on the ground versus someone trying to get by. Also, I'm trying to see who around, not see, but to feel who's around is rushing. Trying to get from point A to point B really fast versus the crowds coming off the boat to see who's going towards the boat. I'm using all of these factors as I kind of wade through.
Gotcha. You move through the crowds and you are just feeling out for someone who can match what you're looking for. You aren't finding anybody who's out and about who matches anybody who would be exceptionally large. Looking for anybody who'd be talking in a certain about anchors. You do, however, hear an absence. You hear where there isn't any sound at all. You hear where different families are on their boats. Maybe someone's staying behind to watch a ship. But you hear in one vessel complete silence. Except for, underneath all the noise of the crowd, very heavy breathing. Pilar, you are looking for a ship, correct? You're muted.
I was looking for a person, but I could also be looking for a ship.
Then you're looking for a person. You're not finding anybody who's exceptionally large. Anybody who's out and about or on the deck of their ship isn't matching what you need.
Okay.
But you do notice at one end of the docks, there isn't anyone at all. Mm-hmm. Some people might stand to the side of a crowd waiting for opening. Some might be forming smaller talk circles, catching up on things, on news, on events in other parts of the world, on some offshoots of the docks. But in one section, there's nobody at all. And there, you see what looks to be a Karakoa. Mm-hmm. Looks to be made for long-distance travel. It has a large canopy covering around it. It looks like it would house maybe anywhere between 5 to 100 people, depending on size.
Wow.
Like, it's large. The actual size category for this boat is gargantuan, for the record.
Wow.
That's 85 by 25 feet.
It's a big boat.
It's a big one.
Are there any people who would be posted here, affiliated maybe with the Datu, kind of like guard or people keeping watch?
Yes, actually, there would be people who do serve the Datu would be here, making sure things are calm, just in case.
Okay. Can I find one of those people?
Yeah, you find one such person, kind of standing near one of the major intersections of the docks, standing just a little bit above them, making sure that no one falls, make sure no one tries to shove people off of the planks onto the water. Just keeping an eye out for people.
I'll approach. Excuse me. Have you seen anyone of very large stature, either tall or wide, here, possibly carrying more anchors than a normal person should be able to carry?
They look down. I'm not quite sure about anchors, but I have seen someone exceptionally large.
Maybe a mask of some sort?
Yes, in fact, they did have a mask.
Oh, wonderful. Where would that be?
He points over and he points at Manalo.
Right. Nobody else?
No?
Perfect. Thank you so much. And I'll just thanks. I'll go join Di, I guess.
Odin, you're terrible.
Watch out for the knees.
Meanwhile, me over here forgetting that Manalo is wearing a mask.
And I was just gonna say, Manalo kind of hones in on that breathing, next to the boat or where the boat is, and him being unsure if the others are around, he just points his hand up, and a mage hand comes up and just starts waving to like get y'all's attention.
This is all easily noticeable for Pilar and Gaita. You scramble out of the crowd avoiding knees.
Yes.
And you do
dangerous.
see the mage hand.
Oh, very good. Oh, that must be a beacon of some type. I'll walk over there.
That must be a beacon of some type.
Yeah, I'll go over too.
You go over. So the four of you are standing near an almost empty part of the docks. There's a good 60 feet of boardwalk left between you and that large ship, and there are no other boats here. No other people here.
Does it look like this boat would have had a difficult time getting here?
If it arrived early, no.
Okay. Since I noticed the boat, I'm going to, as I'm walking over to Manalo, I'm just gonna ask a random person if they know how long that boat has been there.
Persuasion?
Okay. Different D20. 18.
18. You pull someone aside and they look over at you. Oh, Pilar! You're back in town?
I am. I'd like to make one amendment. It's a 20.
20.
Because of my innate speech.
Gotcha. 20. Well, sure. I think it's been here for at least a week. Had to have been.
Okay.
Good luck to them for trying to get out. They're going to be here for at least a week longer.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering, is like, everybody coming in for the festival, like they had to have gotten here very early. So they must be planning to leave very late.
Mm-hmm.
How have you been?
Oh, it's been hard. As they're talking to you, you hear a splash of water, and you hear them just. We'll catch up later, and you see them pull out what looks to be a long pole with handles. All right, who pushed?
And I keep walking.
And I was saying that Manalo is focused on the breathing he can hear right now. He's kind of drowned everything out. Excuse me. And he says, there is one individual on that boat. It is probably who we are looking for.
And it's definitely the boat we're looking for.
Yes. Should we go in? Should we wait? Should we?
Who would we be waiting for?
I don't have the answer to that question. I guess merely posed it as a possibility.
Well, are you two okay with this, Gaita and I? Do we want to man the boat?
Time like the present, right?
Yeah, 400 gold to get.
Be
Also
done in
that.
time for dinner.
Ooh, I wonder what is for dinner. I'll turn to Gaita. Do you know what's for dinner?
I just pray there is no dairy.
Oh, that
No.
reminds me. And I'll pull out some cheese.
I'm going to casually mage hand some of that cheese. I'm going to try to.
If you don't do it subtly, I'll just offer you some. If you do
Will
it
he-
subtly, I'll
do it subtly?
not notice.
Hey, it's Paladin.
Yeah.
High is subtle, low is not subtle.
Okay.
I've rolled.
You got to pick, though. He's already rolled. You got to
You
pick.
pick high or low.
I'm gonna go with high.
High is subtle?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm making a still sleight of hand check because I rolled an 18 on a die.
Okay, all right.
It's time for your weekly
Natural
stealth.
20!
It's time for your weekly stealth cheese check with Manalo.
Using that natural 20 here and now is gonna be funny about 5 minutes.
Get that cheese.
Like, you know, when someone grabs, they eat their food, they're not always looking at the food, they're looking at the piece that they're eating. So, like, as that, it's just a small piece of the cheese, it just gets ripped off by a mage hand.
Excellent. I will just eat my cheese then, blissfully unaware.
Cheese checkology, everyone.
It seems like there's less cheese than there was before.
I've already attempted to start stealthing towards the boat.
Dai, you are a wonderful person, but you can save the rest of the cheese for after.
Oh yes, no, this is just an appetizer. I'll put it back.
All right. So, what do you four do?
We get on the boat.
Yeah, man, I was gonna sneakily try to get on this boat.
Okay.
Rumble.
Would you like a distraction?
Making noise is probably the problem.
There's nobody around, right? We can just get on this boat.
I'm not
Yeah.
sneaking away from them. I'm sneaking so the person inside doesn't hear.
Oh, no. I understand that. It's just like,
Nobody is nearby currently.
it's just like, it would absolutely be appropriate of us as a group to stealth, trying to be hidden from people that are not there.
Mhm.
But I get what Manalo is trying to
You. So who is stealthing again? And what did you get for a stealth check?
Haven't done it yet. Doing it now. With some Gita.
I could stealth too. Why not?
Oh yeah, that's great.
got a 19.
Okay.
Very good. I
I
will
got a-
follow their lead and take a 10.
19 on the die, which makes that with guidance a 29.
Nice.
Dang.
Gaita, did you roll stealth? You're muted.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you get for stealth?
Okay. 13.
13?
Oh,
Okay. So Manalo and Pilar, you very easily just walk onto the boat, just crouch low, displacing your weight. You then help two old people get onto the boat as well, who are not so adept at moving quietly. Now on the boat, Manalo, that you can hear that breathing it's ragged. It's not tired. It's just like someone's trying to stay calm about something. For everybody else, the sun is starting to set. It's starting to get a little darker. It's about twilight. It's nearing sunset now, as the sky starts to just turn a little purple, and then like it's a little dimmer.
Big guy, the sun's starting to get real low.
Do we want to search the boat?
What are we searching the boat for, other than the individual?
Well, do you know where they are?
I can hear where they are, yes.
Oh.
I don't know exactly where they are, but I can hear them. They are in whatever direction I point, where the breathing's coming from.
You point in the direction, and anybody who takes a moment just to listen hears this kind of low rumble alongside the breathing as well, Manalo. And you, Manalo, can pick up this secondary sound with the breathing of just forgive me for trying to do this, but you hear a kind of
that's secondary from the breathing.
Yeah, like as they're inhale, exhale.
Rephrase that. Does it sound like it's coming from the same person?
Same person.
Okay, I was like, oh. Second question.
Yes.
For me, would I be somewhat familiar with what that sound could mean?
Roll me a nature check.
Can I guide myself?
I'm going to say no on this one because you're trying to pull reactive knowledge to an event.
Valid. 4.
Heck.
You don't know at all. What is everybody doing?
So we all hear this, right?
Mm-hmm. You're now on this massive karakoa. You see that there are wooden walls every now and then to make this base home structure, and there are some cloth doors at the front of the vessel, and you see 2 closer to the front as well. But the back half is mostly wall. What do you do?
Well, I mean, if this is where the person who attacked Benoit might be, we need to dispatch them.
Go in.
I'm fine with going in.
Do you go in?
I will sneak closer, yes.
Okay. So raise your hand if you're going inside so I know who. Okay, everybody. Okay, cool. You all head inside and you're looking into looks to be a home for multiple people. For just long distance travel. You see a couple of beds, you see a few maps, a few sea charts. You see all kinds of things for cooking, and you see in the corner this tall, monstrously tall figure standing maybe 14 feet high.
No, ma'am.
Wow.
And it's from that where you hear that heavy breathing. Now, there is only a little bit of light in here, but some things catch light better than others. Some things reflect, some things absorb entirely. Most of this person's form is completely dark, but Manalo, you can smell this off them. It smells a little bit acrid in here, coming from this figure. And for those of you who can see, while much of this inner area is darkened by the setting sun, you see 2 large yellow orbs for eyes looking at the 4 of you as you enter in. The thing drops to its hands and feet, and you can see some of its flesh starting to unfurl as fur erupts.
Neat.
This person's long, already shaggy hair erupts outward, and you're looking at what looks to be almost part mountain lion.
Oh.
As its hair extends and extends and starts to move and flicker almost on its own. As that turns into a massive lion's roar.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where we're going to end for a break.
Yeah, great. Awesome.
We're going to take a quick 10-minute break, everybody. We'll see you back here right into combat.
No, ma'am.
This video was sponsored by Hit Point Press and their Big Bads booklet series. The Big Bads booklet is a monthly zine by Hit Point Press about boss monsters for 5th edition. This month, meet Exacia, a thorn witch who uses her hypnotizing scent to lure prey. Can you escape Exacia's 8-legged clutches, or will you find yourself in a thorny situation? Subscribe today at bigbads.com. And to check out more products, visit hitpointpress.com.
Hey, everybody.
What's up? You can probably turn it up a little
Sorry,
more.
this is
How's that?
That's pretty good.
It's just like
and this
the
is
audio
Magaya.
quality shifted,
She
which
can
made me
pick
think it was a
stuff too
different mic
with passion.
versus the quality itself.
Yeah, I don't know
Right.
because it
Oh,
was.
that's better right there.
We
It
have
wasn't
one
muted for
episode left,
me.
Paladin. You can kill my character. I fear no god.
Can you move a carabao?
No.
Roll 2
Oh,
ones.
wait! No! Hey! Oh, wait, hold on. Well, I'm gonna get to you.
Elrock, we are asking around to find the Datu. Would you be willing to assist us in this?
What?
I will pick up one end of the mast.
No, get the other.
Yeah, I gotta keep the cage though. And he just kind of dumps like 5 or 6 crabs onto the deck of your ship.
Good. I'll use the blunt end. I'm just gonna hold them.
Disappointed dad vibes. No.
Absolutely.
Ever since that hunt weeks ago, you can breathe easy. You've done good. You've saved many. The world continues on, and your stories continue elsewhere. And that is what we'll call it for the year. Hello, everyone. We're back from break. And we're going to get right into it. Could I please get initiative from everybody?
No.
Oh, shoot.
I don't know about
Lucia, Gaita, what did you get, given your expression? Oh. Okay.
Wait, you got an
what's-
8?
Yeah.
So did I.
Fantastic. You love to see it. PogChamp. Dai, what did you get?
An 18.
Sometimes I say stuff just to get a reaction to CP.
Not PogChamp. It still scars me.
Manala, what did you get?
Natural 20.
Oh, you
Yeah, 23.
23? Okay.
That was the expression for 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, I figured as much. And then my initiative. Oh!
No,
That's
we don't like that.
So that was an R2D2 scream.
We don't like that at
It
all.
really was.
What's an R2D2?
It's a trash can. It's a type of trash can.
Okay. Cool. Then it's gonna go with Manalo. You're up first.
Okay, great. Okay.
To Von Throat singing.
I will do a thing. Look at a thing really quickly first. To just double check a thing. Okay. Cool. Great. Okay, I will see this thing, and I will. So the area that we're in, can you describe it, please? Can we just walk into an area with the thing in the back? So like
Sure.
any like pillars, like
So this thing is about I want to say about 50 feet away currently. You're in an intersection of the ship that is 15 by I want to say 50. So in fact, it's actually just like 40 feet away from you. It's is in this area. There's a good pillar every 20 feet. So there's 2 pillars in the middle here that keep the entire ceiling up. That work as support beams. And there's different things on the sides here for someone living here, essentially. Cooking supplies, tailoring supplies, things for fishing at sea, different things like that.
Gotcha.
You could take this vessel out to sea and be fine for a few months, essentially.
Understood. Sounds good. Then I will see that immediately. The veins on my arms go down to my hands as they come together, and I will attempt to Eldritch Blast this thing.
Eldritch Blast. I don't like the way you looked.
Eldritch Blast. What do you mean, Latia?
You just have a very unique face.
I would hope so.
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit.
Okay. Look, I don't know what this thing is, and this sounds scary. So that is a 9. 9 points of force damage.
9 points of force damage. You do in fact hit it, and you hit from the sound of it, a lot of it's just skin. You skip past whatever's making that rustling sound, and you hit flesh.
Cool. And then I will immediately move to the side and attempt to hide as a bonus action. To somewhere, trying to hide behind I don't know what's in the area, but I figure it's not just flat out open.
Yeah, no, it's not flat out open. No.
Yeah. So
okay, you duck and cover, and you feel out that there is someone's hanging. What am I trying to think? Hammock, and you try and move behind that and flip it over to kind of conceal yourself, to draw attention away from yourself, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. That was a 22.
22? All right. You do in fact move over to the hammock and then flip it over, and you are off the ground. Using tension to keep yourself off the ground with feet on the wall, hands on the hammock, concealing yourself from this creature's viewpoint.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Speaking of this creature.
No.
Yep. Yep.
It begins charging forward. And as it gets within a range of you, Manalo, this thing's hair is moving wildly, but it's moving independent of the main body's movements.
Okay.
Oh no!
And it is moving, and it is when it stops, it is right in front of you, Pilar, and coincidentally within 10 feet of Da'ai and Kaita.
God. Oh man!
I don't know. I don't remember what this thing is, but I got the F away from that.
Which means that at the start of your turn, something's going to happen. But until that, it's going to attack. Going to go with a bite and 2 claws.
I don't like it. I don't want
what's
it.
your AC?
Me?
Yes.
16.
16? That is going. Oh God.
No.
That is. I'm sorry. That's going to be 3 hits.
I don't like it.
That is going to be 3 hits. I would say I'm sorry, but you would not believe me.
You're dang right I wouldn't.
We are going to deal a grand total of.
I didn't like how many dice that sounded like.
Yeah, that was 4d4, 1d8 plus 6 overall.
Oh.
15. That's going to be a grand total of 25 points of damage.
Ow.
As this thing lacerates and claws at you and bites you. This thing's head encompasses the entirety of your right shoulder blade in one bite.
Nope.
No, I need that.
But it wants food.
I'm not food.
I mean, judging from how it's licking its lips at the blood that it stole away from you when it bit you, it begs to differ.
Elves are friends, not food.
And as it reels back, it speaks out. Its voice reverberating off of the entirety of the vessel. Tastes great.
Gross.
And we're going to go over to Da'ai. Da'ai, could you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Yes. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a 9.
Mm-hmm. A 9?
Yep.
Okay. Well, then that is going to get you grappled as the hair moves around your legs and around your waist, grappling you down to the ground.
But it doesn't deal any damage.
No, but you are grappled.
Okay, well that doesn't actually change much mechanically. For
now.
Okay, I'm gonna look at everyone and be like, "Oh, this is very, very bad." I'll be like, "Hari, go!" And I'll kind of reach into my pouch very quickly and just pull out a little bit of salt and put it in Hari's mouth. And Hari's going to go around and give everyone else in the party a little kiss, leaving a little bit of salt on them as I cast Aid.
Okay, you cast Aid.
To be quite fair, though, unfortunately, can Hadi see where I am?
Yes.
Okay, no, great.
I do believe that my Abayan has true sight.
Yeah. Anything else with your turn?
Is that 5?
Yes. Everyone gets +5 max hit point increase.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's all 3 of you. I'll just walk away from where I'm grappled. I'll just walk away.
If I can pull up the condition.
Don't like this. Don't like this thing at all.
I don't know why. A grappled creature speed becomes 0.
Oh. Well then, is it fair to say that I can't use an action to try to break the grapple because I've cast a spell already?
You cast a spell and that takes an action, unless it's a bonus action or reaction.
Pretty sure that's an action. So okay, cool. In that case, I'll just be sad where I am.
Noted. All right. If that's the end of your turn, that's gonna bring us over to Pilar.
Yeah.
Can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
I don't want to.
That's a real shame.
16.
16. The hair tendrils up to try and pull you down to the ground, but you are able to resist the actual physical pull and yank the hair off you before it can grapple you.
Heck yeah. I'm gonna pull my sumpit from off my back and I'm gonna use it as a spear and stab this thing in its goofy body.
Okay, go for it. I have one question.
Yeah, what up?
Is your sumpit magical?
Per what we discussed is on the end of my sumpit. Would that count?
Yes.
Then yes, it is.
All right.
It sounded ominous.
It's fine. That's a
When
20...
don't I sound ominous, to be perfectly honest?
That's a 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
Excellent. Bam. That's gonna be 6 points of magical piercing damage.
6 points, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What else do you do with your turn?
That was my action.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm going to move 45 feet away with Striker's March.
Okay.
And it does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
This one I wrote, so I do remember.
Yep. And I actually, no, that's an attack roll that I can reroll, not a damage roll. So yeah, no, that's all. I'm gonna get out of range. If I, right. as far as I know, I can be out of range.
You can get away 15 feet.
No, my movement speed increases by.
You're in an enclosed area.
Oh, you're right. All right. Okay. So then, yeah, I will get as far away as I can without leaving.
Okay. And that brings us over to Gaita. Gaita, what do you do? Oh, sorry. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
I can, and I will do it with advantage.
Yay, danger sense.
And they're the same roll anyway. So that's a 9.
9. You are grappled just like to I, unfortunately.
Well, that's fine. I will take out my panabas and I will say, "Bad kitty," and I'll rage. And I am going to, I'm gonna hit, and I'll go ahead and make it reckless, but I won't use that die because it has betrayed me all night.
Is your weapon magical?
No, it is not.
Noted.
But I do get a 17 to attack.
17 hits.
Okay. And I'm raging. Okay, so 8. So that's 10 points of damage.
Okay. As you slash against this monstrosity nightmare of a mountain lion, your blade hits it on its body and pulls back. No wound.
Yeah.
No wound at all.
Great.
Yep.
Anything else you want to do with your turn?
I'm gonna go ahead and use my isolation of the soul ability. So if the creature could make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay. Sorry if I missed it. I'm just remembering. Were you raging?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. For some reason, I slipped on that. Wisdom, you said?
Mm-hmm.
DC?
12.
Pass.
Dang. Okay.
That's the end of your turn? Okay, that brings it over to Manalo, your turn.
Amazing. Without going like meta, but also it's so weird. Would I have any inkling of what this thing is?
You know that it changes form. You know that it is monstrous. You know that it's trying to eat humanoid, or at least just mortal form. You can guess that this is, in fact, an aswang.
Cool.
A physical manifestation of a culture's taboo or sin.
And speaking behind the curtain, but not really, I wouldn't have any idea what kind of aswang this is.
Not unless you made a nature check.
And that would be an action.
It would be reactive knowledge, so no. You can roll a nature check right now to see if you know what this is.
With the +0, that's a 15.
This is a malakat. Yeah. Malakats are feline-like creatures. Sometimes more dogs, sometimes more feline, but it always has huge eyes, gaping maws, and overwhelmingly long hair that seeks to strangle its victims.
Okay, then this is the sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions, but this is the important one. I got the dagger, but I haven't attuned to it yet. But it's still magical.
Not every magic item needs attunement.
I thought weapons.
Weapons. Some weapons do, but like a basic plus whatever that weapon won't.
Oh, okay. Then cool. Then I will come out of hiding and rush towards the sound, getting into it all up in his business.
Yeah.
And I will attempt to stabby stab.
Go for it.
That. I need to add another thing. Crap. That's 17 hit.
17 hits.
That is 1d4. Whatever. Max 4 plus that. That is 8 plus 10. 18 points of piercing damage.
18 points of piercing damage.
I'm sorry. 1 second. Let me do something real quick. Never mind. I technically had advantage.
We'd love to see it.
And then I would anyway, even though I did not see. I mean, I obviously didn't see, but I didn't hear. I didn't hear a sound, which would mean he didn't even know that guy to hit. He's still going to offhand with his other dagger that's not magical. I'm gonna do it anyway, but it won't do anything. That's
Okay.
it. That's his turn.
All right. For Gaita and Da'ai, could both you please make me a Constitution saving throw?
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. Do not like Malakots.
What's wrong with Malakots?
They are hairy.
A malalat. 18.
Okay. And Gaita?
Natural 20 plus my con.
Gotcha. So the hair starts reaching up to circle around to strangle you, to suffocate you, but both of you are able to peel hair away before it can do so.
Awesome.
So instead, it saw one of you cast a spell.
No, it didn't.
I did totally cast a spell, so that's fair. Technically, it was.
I did also hit it with reckless, so it technically has advantage against me if it wants to take it.
Yes, but from your attack, it knows you can't do anything to it.
That's fair.
So what's your AC to I?
Oh, mine? Oh, none of your business. 13.
13. You are the luckiest gnome. I only hit you once.
I'll take that. Okay. All right.
For 10 points of damage.
Cool.
As it bites you, and for the side of its jaw, its teeth are able to go along your legs and the front of your torso at the same time, and your back and the back of your legs, and slams you back on the ground.
Gross.
Awesome.
You are still grappled as well.
Excellent. As a reaction, I would like for it to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, DC.
It will. Let me look at that very quickly. 14.
Yeah. What's the effect?
I am casting Apalaki's Light.
Gotcha.
And so it will take, on a failure, 2 radiant damage and is blind.
What happens if it passes?
Then it takes 1 damage and is not blind.
I got 1 damage and not blind. Thank you.
Cool. Bummer. All right. Good. Great.
Isn't this fun?
No.
What's not fun about this? And it is going to move backwards 30 feet, dragging along Da'ai and Gaito with it.
Okay.
Da'ai and Gaito, you're each going to take an additional 1d6.
Does it take opportunity attacks?
Yes, it does.
And I'm going to attempt to hit it.
Both of you please take 6 points of damage.
Rude.
Cool.
Does a 16 hit?
16 does hit.
Cool. Guess what's the cool thing about sneak attack is? Happens on every freaking turn if it wants to. So that is 7 plus 6 plus 4, 17 points of more piercing
Wouldn't it
damage.
only refresh on your next turn?
No. Sneak attack, you can sneak attack on someone else's turn.
Gotcha. Okay. How much damage?
Those 17.
17? Okay.
You can only use sneak attack once per turn, but if you opportunity attack and you have sneak attack there, you can sneak attack again.
Okay. Then that's going to bring us over to...
Oh, wait. Yeah, no, wait, hold on. I'm wrong.
Because you use it on your turn and it's still...
It's not a reaction. It's not a reaction.
No, sneak attack's not a reaction.
Yeah, no. Then I can. Yes, sorry.
Yep.
I was like, wait.
So how much is it just the reaction attack?
17. It's 17. Sorry. I was like, wait, sneak attack reaction. It's not a reaction.
So it is 17?
Yes.
Thank you. That is going to bring us over to the Eye's turn.
I am no longer grappled, or I'm still grappled?
You're still grappled.
I dislike this strongly. Okay. Okay, very good. All right. In that case, this is gonna go so well. I am going to okay, so I look at Gaita and I say, would you just hit that thing already? Perhaps like you could hurt it. I don't know, with that big thing of yours.
Jesus Christ.
And
It
then
hit it.
I'm going to cast Sanctuary on you.
Okay.
So anytime that something like attacks you, it has to make a Wisdom saving throw, and if it fails, it can't attack you. It has to attack someone else.
Before you commit to this fully, the hair choke thing it's doing doesn't require attack rolls. Because she's grappled, that effect triggers every single round.
Dang it. Okay, never mind then. So here's the thing about having a character that doesn't that isn't built to do damage.
Yeah.
I am going to pull out my non-magical sword and attack the hair.
You are going to deal no damage.
I am aware.
Okay. You want to just use your action to try and break free with the knife?
Yes, I'll use my Chris to try to break free.
Okay.
What check do I need to do?
Let me pull it up. Escape or grapple. You would need to roll either a strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics, contested by my strength athletics.
Okay. Cool. Acrobatics of 17.
I'm sorry, I got 19.
Cool.
You're still
in
grappled.
that case, I lie there sad.
That is going to bring us over to Pilar.
It me. So how? No, let's just live my best life. I'm gonna cast Hail of Thorns and attack. How far away are Da'ai and Gaita from the Malakat? Also, is it big enough that I would still get that area of effect range if I did hit it?
What do you mean?
So Hail of Thorns attacks the creature I'm attacking as well as anybody within a 5 foot is within 5 feet of it.
Yeah, it has both the eye and Gaita right next to it.
That's gross and I hate it, and I'm not gonna cast Hail of Thorns then.
I mean, you could.
No, then I'll hit the eye and Gaita.
What are you gonna do then?
Then I'm just gonna dart it with my Sumpit because that's what I do.
Okay. And so the dart itself it's not gonna be magical.
The dart won't be magical?
Yeah, the dart won't be magical.
Okay, then how far away am I from it?
45 feet.
Heck.
You have Striker's March.
Heck dang darn. Yeah, but I wasn't targeted with an attack this turn. Oh, until the end of my next turn. Let's go! Spear attack.
Okay. You move so fast across the 45 feet to get to the Smalakat.
Yeah, and I rolled a lot to hit. 21.
21 does in fact hit.
Sweet.
Please roll damage.
That is 8 points of piercing damage.
8 points of piercing.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to bring this to open up a calculator because I don't want to do math right now. That is going to run your spear through it.
Oh.
And it starts to heave and start to burn away slowly. The hair lets go and it's trying to get free of your spear, but it's starting to lose strength, but not consciousness and awareness, and it starts to disintegrate away.
Okay. Now I just I get both hands on the spear and I can feel it trying to pull away, and I drive it in deeper as I can feel it like struggling. And you're just a bigger boar to me, you goof. As I hold it on the end of my spear.
It's starting to gasp and try and pull the spear out of it with its big thumbed cat hands. But eventually its limbs just fall flat as it starts to disintegrate more and more away until all that's left on the ground is this pile of burnt, elongated cat hair and ash.
I go and check on the eye and Gaita.
Ow.
Yeah, you look pretty beat up, she says, missing half of her shoulder.
Well,
This hair is gonna give me allergies.
Oh, I can do something about your shoulder, I think. And I'll just cast Cure Wounds, Healing Pillar.
Yay. What the heck is this thing? Is gross. It's also dead, but it's gross.
I'm gonna go over to the area while Polaris being healed, and just start to feel around and see if the anchors are around, if this being had a mask, like anything like that. Just trying to figure out what's around the area.
You sort of sense around, and you sense 2 anchors. Two.
Where's the third?
Probably on the boat.
Makes sense. Maybe. Anything else?
You start to feel around just a bit more, and you sense into a storage hold of the ship. If you get this warm sensation from one of the compartments,
I will look into it. I will open it and feel around inside of it.
It's easy to open this up. There's a very obvious handle to pull up on. You open it up and you realize the warmth is coming from bodies.
Oh.
Inside here, you find the corpse of a half-elf, You find the corpse of a human, and you find the corpse of a dwarf.
I can't spell corpse for some reason. Okay. Cool. I did not expect to find bodies here, but I have found 3, I believe.
Dai and Gaita, what do you two look over the corpses?
Could give them a look.
You give them a look over, and the only difference that you can find between these people and the people you fought earlier today is that these ones have a face.
Are they wearing masks presently?
No.
Well, Pilar is she's cut a probably like a 6-inch long portion of hair and braided it and put it in her, like she's got like a little satchel or whatever. Like a last long hair.
Really quick, sorry, just from understanding. The people had masks on or no?
The people here do not have masks on.
These are the people that we fought. They were impersonated. They were killed and impersonated.
Gotcha.
Does the corpse of the creature itself, does it have the same palm marking on it?
The creature you just fought has turned to ash and hair.
Oh, dang it.
This is very strange. It seems as though these are maybe the individuals that we previously fought. And I wonder how this thing is at the center of it all. Perhaps pulling the strings? Perhaps the source of this power?
I am unsure, but I did find 2 of the anchors.
No.
The other could be above or below being used, but it is not with this group.
I suppose we could check the boat's anchor.
That could be useful. I do believe I recall Benoit saying that it would require a big vessel to use. So it is probably currently in use. Or attempted to be before they met their end.
Do you go to check the anchor?
I was going to, if Manala wasn't.
Let's do it.
You go to check the anchor and you haul it up. It is made of this kind of shoddy looking wood, almost rotted over.
That explains why they wanted a new anchor.
Then where's the third?
How do the corpses that Manala found, how do they look like they were killed? Was that explained and I missed it?
It was not explained. No one checked further.
Okay. Can I try and see like their cause of death, like if it was like more animalistic?
You look over them. It looks like, if you can roll me just a quick medicine check. 13. It looks like spear wounds. But looking over these bodies, you notice that the only blood you see on them is on their clothing.
They killed elsewhere and brought here. It's usually what that means to me.
But Manalo, as you open this hatch up, you realize that you're getting a sense of warmth from another compartment.
I will instinctively head over there.
It's the one right next to this one holding the three of them. And do you open it?
Mother bitch. Yes, I do.
You open it, and you are looking at this this elderly Balat Kayo, who Pilar you recognize as a local merchant named Ontog.
Oh, is he alive?
They're dead.
God damn it. I run over and like, so like, are they in a, like, do they fall out of this compartment when?
No, it's a floor. So on larger ships, storage is typically made underneath the floorboards of the vessel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like pulling up a trap door in a sense and looking down.
Okay. What did he sell?
Incense.
Fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh my God. Paladin, why?
Why what?
Why are you the way that you are? I look down at this man and I say, this man sold incense. Can I tell how long he's been dead?
Looks to be about a week.
Livestock.
Did they have meaning? Why are they here?
I mean, everyone has meaning in the grand scheme of things, but I think I know where my father got his stock from. I have to go see my father.
Do you think they are in danger? Were they killed because they had incense?
What kind of, like, is there anything special about the incense that my father is selling?
As far as you can tell, no. But can you roll me a nature check?
I sure can, and I get to add a D4 to that because I'm special.
I'd like to add an extra D4 to that if I guide you.
I'd like to add 2 D4 to that because I'm super special.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay.
What'd you get?
28. I rolled a natural 20
28.
and 4s on both of the D4s.
Nice. You recall that it looked fine to you.
Mm-hmm.
Had the same kind of graininess as other incense, had the same kind of
Did it
aromatic
smell
sense.
different?
You smelled gunpowder.
That was actually going to be my question. What if this person's here? We'll see what the incense smells like.
On the person, you can smell incense, Manolo. But
yeah, I have to go see my father.
So
wait.
Yes.
Gunpowder. Before we leave, can I do like an investigation check of this boat to see if I see or smell or find any Ostengals, any Lantakas, anything that would use gunpowder?
You search around in this vessel. You don't find any Ostengals. You don't find any Lantakas. You do, however, find a singular wand.
Okay.
It's this charred piece of a branch, and at the end of it is 3 burnt bird skulls wrapped up in leaves to bind them.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I put that in the same satchel that I've put the braid of Aswang hair. And To everyone, I said, I need to go talk to my father.
Should we go with you?
You may.
Do you feel that it is potentially a dangerous task?
I don't know.
Then
So
if you
yes,
are
then I
unsure,
would like you to come with me.
I shall go with. I do not know if they will, but I shall go with you.
What do the four of you do?
Well, if they come or not, I'm going to talk to my father.
Okay. Where do you go?
Back to where I saw him last.
You remember to where you last saw him with his carabao laden with different incense. And it occurs to you that your dad strapped probably a bunch of gunpowder to a carabao.
I want a Bunyasness to come and throw this carabao.
But you don't see him.
He's not at his stall?
No, he didn't have a stall. He was just there with the carabao, but he's no longer there.
And the carabao's not there either?
No.
Heck, man.
Can I tell if the carabao's been here recently?
Yes. Yes, you can. You can smell both the carabao and the aromas of what it was carrying.
Can I try to follow that smell?
Which one?
The stuff it's carrying.
It went further down the docks. If you want to follow that scent, Manolo.
Yes.
Okay. While you split off, Pilar, Gaita, and I, what do you three do?
Well, one, is it dinner time yet? And two, what? I don't think it's a great idea to separate.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm backpedaling. Didn't realize we were going to separate. I didn't realize they went into separate spaces. I would hold. Sorry.
Yeah, I think I would be fine all going together to where we last saw Pilar's father, and then.
We've gone to where he was last seen. He's not there. Manalo smells both the carabao and the incense / gunpowder. I think at this point I am more interested in finding my father. So
the carabao.
Yeah.
Then yes. I would like to figure out if I can follow that the scent and the very clear scent of the carabao.
Okay. You follow the scent of the carabao farther into town. And eventually you find yourselves all... Pilar, Manalo's guided you back to your home, where you see your father out in front feeding your carabao. Feeding the carabao. Just fresh fruit. As you show up, he goes over. Pilar, I sold it all.
Good. Where did you get that incense?
Oh, Antog sold it to me.
Okay, how long ago?
A few days ago. Yeah, they're going. Get this. They're going to use the incense that I had prepared in the festival rites.
Seems like a terrible idea.
Oh, it's going to be great. Tomorrow they're going to light it all up.
Well,
as Pilar's father is talking to you, the house next door, two people emerge, and you see two people step out. You see a half elf and a gnome step out. The gnome is pregnant.
They're my next door neighbors?
As they look over, they seem a little startled, but Mom? Dad? You're here so soon. Dinner's ready. And that will end for this session.
No, Paladin. Oh my god! Every time. Woo! Every time.
I have one stress.
Yeah, what's up? Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here for episode 2 of season 2 of Tampo.
Paladin, why are you this way?
Because I want to have fun, don't you? Isn't this fun?
I'm having a blast. Not yet, I'm not.
Let's go in reverse order. Joshua, who are you and what do you do?
Hello, my name is Josh. I'm a freelance tabletop game designer. I'm a variety streamer on my own channel. I'm the assistant director of ambassadors at Jasper's Game Day, nonprofit organization that uses tabletop gaming for the cause of suicide prevention. And when I am not here being traumatized by one HTT Paladin, you can follow me on Twitter at Joshua M. Simons. I have some cool stuff coming up. Stay tuned to the internet for that. I'll be sharing what I'm up to on Twitter. So that's the place to follow me. And I will toss it to CB.
Hey, my name is Omega Jones, also known as Critical Bard. Critical Bard across all social media channels. You can find me doing many things tomorrow on my channel at 1:30 Pacific is Let's Get Wild Mount. We took last week off because of Mother's Day weekend, and now we're back dealing with, liches and stuff. Always a fun time. You can also catch me on Mondays over on Realmsmith for Christmas Drought, where I play Noggins, a Satyr Druid. He's a lot of fun. Other than that, you can catch me all over, especially on my Twitch, where I'm a partner Twitch streamer, playing mini games like Overwatch, Dead by Daylight, and any other thing I really want to. I also want to shout out, as I was the most recent stretch goal and it's been already hit, I am helping write some stuff for Sirens, Battle of the Bards, for Satine Phoenix and her story. So check that Kickstarter out. They are still going. And yeah, that's me. That's me. Goodbye.
Who's next?
Oh shit. Who we started with Latia, so we're going to Lucia.
Hi, I'm Lucia. I own Seer Sword. You can find me as Seer Sword basically all over the internet. When I'm not here playing Tampo with this lovely group, I am running my shop. I'm running pre-orders for Sina Una pins right now based on the Sky Sisters from the book designed by the lovely Other Moon's art. So you can pre-order those pins now. And tomorrow I'm having a candle sale. So if you're into smelly good stuff, you can buy a candle from me, and they come in really cute little containers that I find from random places. But that's basically what I do, and I'll pass it over to Latia.
These candles aren't full of gunpowder, are they?
No.
Okay, great.
I would never do that.
I'm paranoid now.
What kind of monster would make something that should smell good explosive? Who would do that?
Exactly.
I don't know. Just some paladin monster. Hi everybody, I'm Latia Jackies. You can find me across the internet at Latia Jackies, except the places where you can't. You can find me starting Sunday in Rivals of Waterdeep. We have hit season 10. We're on the road to episode 100, 10 a.m. Pacific, noon standard, for 2 hours of D&D shenaniganery and fun. You can also find me on my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/LatiaJackies, on Wednesdays and Saturdays from 8 p.m. Central to usually midnight. because that's the thing I'm doing now. Other than that, I am the community relations coordinator for Monty Cook Games, a TTRPG company that is responsible for things like the Cypher system and Numenera and Invisible Sun and a whole lot of other cool stuff. So you should also check us out because we're really cool and we do 5th edition products too.
And that brings it back to me. Hi, I've been your DM of the evening, HTT Paladin. You can find me on Twitter. I have a Kickstarter coming up next month if you want to get a bunch of weird spells. You want to talk to the dead? You want to make a bunch of dead things come back to life in a weird necromantic fashion? And we got the spells for you. Incantations hits Kickstarter next month.
All of those spells have to do with dead things. Are there any spells that don't have to do with dead things?
Ostensibly, but you could use a flying ship to kill someone. So I don't know. Mileage may vary.
So what you're saying is that we should expect to see lots of dead things in this campaign.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know. It depends on how. I don't know. It depends on how fast you get to that gunpowder. I mean, incense. I also did an interview book which hits hardcover later this year called Polyhedral, where I interviewed a bunch of people about their life as a game designer. It's weird. I have learned a lot of people in this industry are just goblins. And I don't know. It's been fun so far. So look out for that. And we'll see you all next week. We're going to go raid Satine Phoenix. And stay safe, y'all. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't explode.
Don't die.
Or do.